The music world is mourning the loss of a true original. D'Angelo, the Grammy award winning singer, songwriter, and producer who helped define the sound of neo soul, has died at the age of 51. His family confirmed the heartbreaking news, revealing he passed away after a quiet but courageous battle with pancreatic cancer. The R&B community, music lovers, and fellow artists are reflecting on the life, career, and legacy of a man who forever changed the soul genre. Born Michael Eugene Archer in Richmond, Virginia in 1974, D'Angelo was raised in a deeply spiritual and musical household. His father was a Pentecostal preacher, and gospel music laid the foundation for his earliest musical experiences. By the time he was a teenager, D'Angelo had developed a natural gift for piano, songwriting, and vocal arrangement. He was obsessed with Prince, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, and the raw honesty of 1970s soul. These influences would later blend into a sound all his own. He burst onto the scene in 1995 with the release of his debut album Brown Sugar. It was smooth, sultry, and unlike anything else on the radio at the time. While the industry was dominated by glossy R&B and hip hop crossovers, Brown Sugar brought it back to the roots. Warm analog textures, live instruments, and slow-burning grooves. Tracks like Lady, Cruisin', and the title track turned D'Angelo into a reluctant star, but he never chased the spotlight. He made music with intention, depth, and patience. It would be 5 years before he followed up that debut, but what came next was nothing short of legendary. Voodoo, released in 2000, wasn't just an album, it was a movement. The LP channeled James Brown's funk, Jay Dilla's off-kilter rhythms, and the bedroom quiet of a whispered confession. Untitled, How Does It Feel, became iconic, not just for the music video, but for its emotional weight and aching intimacy. Voodoo earned D'Angelo 2 Grammy Awards and cemented him as one of the most innovative voices in modern R&B. But with that acclaim came pressure. D'Angelo stepped away from the spotlight for over a decade, retreating from fame, media, and even music. In interviews, he spoke candidly about the toll that sudden stardom took on his mental health. He wasn't interested in playing the industry game. He wanted to heal, to grow, and to come back only when the music was right. He returned in 2014 with Black Messiah, an album that critics and fans hailed as a masterpiece. It dropped with little warning and arrived like a bolt of lightning. It was raw, political, and unafraid. Songs like The Charade and Till It's Done, Tutu addressed police brutality, social unrest, and the black experience in America. Black Messiah proved that D'Angelo wasn't just a performer, he was a truth teller, a student of the past, and a prophet for the moment. Over his nearly 30-year career, D'Angelo released only 3 studio albums, and yet his impact was enormous. He inspired an entire generation of artists: Erica Badu, Maxwell, Jill Scott, Frank Ocean, Anderson Paak, and so many more. His music wasn't about commercial hits or trends, it was about depth, vulnerability, and spirit. You felt D'Angelo, and that's what made him timeless. His death at just 51 years old feels especially cruel. He had more music left to make, more moments left to give, but his legacy lives on in the warmth of his voice, the funk of his grooves, and the truth of his lyrics. He was never loud, never flashy, but he was unforgettable. D'Angelo is survived by his children, family, and an army of fans who will carry his music forward for decades to come. The family has asked for privacy during this time, and tributes are already pouring in from across the globe, from fans, friends, and collaborators who know we've lost one of the greats. Rest in power, D'Angelo. Thank you for the music, the honesty, and the soul.